Welcome to Stronger Than You Think, the series for strong women who are tired of feeling stuck. Hi, I'm your host, Cassie Covey, personal trainer, health coach, and a woman who knows firsthand what it feels like to lose herself under the weight of stress, exhaustion, and a body that doesn't feel like home anymore. But right now, I'm your personal coach and guide as we peel back the layers of pressure, perfection, and burnout, and we rebuild them with strength, softness, and sustainability. Here, we talk about real fitness, real mindset, and real life without the guilt, the shame, or the all or nothing rules. If you've ever felt like your body's holding you back or that you're constantly starting over, you're not alone and you're in the right place. Let's rewrite your story, one episode at a time. Episode 10. This is about your first workout after you've taken a long break. Like, what do you expect from that workout? It's not about being perfect. It's about being brave enough to begin again. Hey, I'm a woman who I've had to start over more times than I can count. I've been there. I've done that. And today we're talking about that very real, very raw moment that so many women avoid because of fear, of shame, and perfectionism. See, the first workout after a long break. I know you've been there. I know you've gone on vacation. And then you're like, oh man, that first time going back to the gym, or first time you've just had a long weekend even, and the first time going back. Whether it's been 3 months, 6 months, or a few years, coming back to a movement can feel like walking into a room where you no longer recognize yourself. I know you felt that. So you feel weak. You feel embarrassed. You question if you even belong there anymore. Let me be the first to tell you, you are not starting from scratch. You are starting from experience. And experience, that makes you powerful. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to name this. The first time back after a long break, see, it feels heavy, not just physically, but emotionally. You walk in expecting to pick up where you left off. Have you been there? Have you done that? I know I have. But see, your body's changed. Your stamina has shifted. Your strength has dipped. Man, I really feel this. Like this hits because after I had surgery, and then I walked back in, and even though mentally I knew wasn't there, but you know what I'm thinking? I'm going to be able to keep up. I'm going to be able to pick up right where I left off, And see, suddenly, the place that you were so used to, this place that was supposed to help you feel better, it makes you feel like a beginner again. You really do. You feel like you're starting over from scratch. Seeing that right there, my friends, that's not failure. That's being human. All right, I'm going to say that again because we need to hear that. That's not failure. That's being human. See, maybe life got in the way. Maybe you got injured. Maybe you just burned out. See, whatever reason that there is, I want you to hear this. And I want you to hear this and just let it sink in. The fact that you're coming back at all, that right there, that is strength. See, not everyone does that. Not everyone finds their way back. But see, you did, my friend. You did. And that counts. So let's talk about the voice in your head that says, I shouldn't have let it get this bad. How did I fall off again? Have you heard those voices? I know you have. I'm raising my hand. I heard those before. And then you hear the other voices saying, everyone's ahead of me now. I look ridiculous. But what I want you to know is that voice, it's not truth. It's trauma. It's fear. It's the result of living in a world that praises consistency, but doesn't teach compassion. See, you don't need to punish yourself for the time you missed. You need to thank yourself for coming back at all. Okay? I'm going to say that again because too often we miss so much time and then we tell ourselves as soon as we walk back in the door, oh man, I've been gone for so long, and we're so mad at ourselves. But we forget to thank ourselves. So we need to hear that again. So you don't need to punish yourself for the time that you missed. Okay? You're going to leave that in the past. You need to thank yourself for coming back at all because you didn't have to, but you made a choice and you showed up. Pat yourself on the back. Thank yourself. See, shame, it has never helped anyone stick with a routine. But self-respect, that's where consistency is born. Okay? That's self-respect right there. So what should you be expecting during your first workout back? What are you thinking? How do you think it should be? You might have one way in your head of how you think it should be. But let's be honest, okay? You'll feel slower. You'll get winded quicker. You'll probably use lighter weights than you expected to use. Your balance may be off. Your muscles may shake. You're going to want to quit halfway through. And all of that, every single bit of that, it's okay. All of it's okay. Because what you're really doing is you're rebuilding trust with yourself. You're not just strengthening your muscles. You're strengthening your ability to show up. And the most important muscle of all is self-trust. That self-trust thing. That's it right there. See, don't aim to crush it. Aim to complete it. Aim to breathe, to move, to finish. And that's it. Right there. So here's what I recommend for a return to fitness rhythm that honors your reality. Okay? Write this down. Get your pen and paper. So you're going to start with a short session. That's number one. Make it around 15 to 20 minutes because that's plenty of time. Don't overcommit. Okay? Number two, choose movements that feel familiar and empowering, like body squats, maybe modified push-ups, some walking, light dumbbells. We're going to keep it simple during this time. Number three, let the goal be, I finished, not I crushed it. This isn't about pushing harder. It's about reconnecting with the part of you that wants to show up, even when it's uncomfortable. That's what it's about. And number four, end with gratitude, not critique. Thank your body. Thank yourself. And let that be enough. Just stay right there. You're not starting over. You're coming back to yourself. Not for punishment. Not to erase the past. Not to fix what you think is broken. But to remember who you are, what you're capable of, and how worthy you are of care, no matter how long it's been. This isn't a second chance. This is a new chapter, and you get to write it differently this time, with softness, with strength, and self-respect. So if this episode made you exhale, send it to a friend who's been quietly struggling to start again. Maybe she's sitting over there and she just thinks that she just can't do it. She wants to. She wants to. She may even get dressed and ready to do it, but then she just quits. She's like, I can't do it. Send this to her. Let her know it's not about getting it right. It's about getting back up. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be present because you are stronger than you think. I'll catch you on the next episode. If this episode spoke to you, do me a favor, screenshot it and share it to your stories. And tag me on Instagram at Cassie_Covey or on Facebook at Cassie Covey because I would love to cheer you on. And if you're ready to stop starting over and finally build strength, confidence, and consistency, I'd love to help you. Click the link in the show notes or DM me Reset on Instagram to learn more about how we can work together. Until next time, give yourself some grace and go take up space. You were never meant to shrink.